Hi there, it's Sunday, it's 6 p.m. and you know what time that is? That is actually the time when we have the Your Take show. Well, if you're new here, my name is Amanda. Very excited to have you here. I'm sure the rest of the partakers are as well. What do we do here, if you're wondering? We don't just sit pretty and just waste time on the TV. We actually talk about health, we talk about nutrition, especially because we want to improve our nutrition practices and we want to better ourselves and better our health just by eating right. So that's what we do here. By now, if you do not know, let me let you know, I am a nutritionist and I do host you on this show. Let's get into the show. As we start off the show, we always go into the Food Throne segment, and today in the Food Throne, you can see this very bright colored food in particular, which is mangoes. This is something that's very it's in plenty in this country, that is Uganda, and we love them. They make awesome juice, they make great salads. They just do great if you want a sweet flavor to whatever dish you're making. People even use mango to add to their rice, to add to some of their savory salads, just to add that sweet taste, and even to tea. So mangoes are also a very versatile food. But let's talk about the nutrition. What exactly is in these mangoes? As you can see, they have this yellow color, and that means they have a lot of antioxidants in them. When you see bright colored foods, remember that Amanda will always tell you there's antioxidants in there, and therefore you're protecting your body and helping it be stronger to be able to fight infections and disease. Now, there's also vitamin A, vitamin C. Those are some of the antioxidants we're talking about. There's also vitamin K. So there's plenty of vitamins in mangoes. Now, there's something in particular that I would like for, especially if you're a pregnant woman, to note about mangoes. Mangoes have folate and also another very important nutrient called choline. These are all important nutrients that help us actually develop our babies in the stomach, make sure that they have great muscle, development, great bone development, great nerve development, and just also avoid, defects of newborns. So if you want to be able to have, development just going right for your child, and you're not, worried about if the child will have this abnormally, when they come out of the stomach, mangoes are one great way to do that. So remember that if you're pregnant, do incorporate mangoes into your diet. They also have very little side effects apart from over toxicity, and maybe for those that have sensitive stomachs or that are allergic to them, there are not very many other side effects that mangoes have. So mangoes are something that we all need. Let's get into our discussion room now, because we're going to be talking about the lessons we are learning from all the questions you are asking. So someone called Gifted is starting us off, and I don't know if it's a he or she. You will pardon me, I will call them a she. She asks, what happens when we take plain ginger after waking up? We have discussed, the actual details and responses down on the Facebook page. So if you really want to, find out what is the actual response to these questions, head down to the Facebook page and you'll be able to get a lot more information that you can deal with. The Facebook page name is Amanda Twebaze-Nutritionist. Here we always just do the recap of the lessons that we actually learn from the questions that we are being asked. So this person is asking about taking plain ginger as soon as they've woken up. As soon as you've woken up, definitely you have an empty stomach, and that means your stomach is fragile at that point. Take it as you coming from fasting. You can't just be putting something that is very concentrated. So things that have very intense flavors, things that are concentrated like ginger, we should be careful with them. Make sure that you dilute them as much as you can as you take them, especially if it's going to be on an empty stomach after waking up. So for example, this ginger, you might want to put it in water instead of taking it, hardcore the way it is or plain the way it is, because you might end up, just having uncomfortable effects. Maybe your stomach will start hurting, maybe you'll be, laying the foundation for ulcers. So just be careful, make sure you don't have concentrated foods, and also make sure that you don't have those that are very intense, especially with flavor, when you've just woken up on an empty stomach. Be very careful about what you eat on an empty stomach. That was Gifted. We're going into Davis's question. Davis asks, does what I eat affect the smell of my fat? What should I not eat, to avoid a bad smell while passing out gas. Now, it's very normal for us to pass out gas. In fact, if you don't pass out gas, then there's something wrong with you. So here we're looking at, sulfur especially. Sulfur is what makes gas have that characteristic terrible smell. And if you're eating a lot of sulfur containing foods, then you're definitely going to be having worse gas compared to other people. So you might want to reduce on the amounts of those sulfur containing foods that you eat. A lot of these animal foods that we have, eggs, chicken, turkey, have a lot of sulfur in them. So you might want to reduce on those. But also, if you're the type that has very bad toilet habits, then you're going to be containing a lot inside your stomach, a lot of waste, and you don't expect to have gas that's going to smell okay. It's going to be really bad. It's going to be uncomfortable, probably not just for others around you, but even for you as well. So take those two into consideration. We're going now into Rachel Sherina's question. So Rachel Sherina asks, what's the best way to get rid of pimples? There is no one way to this because we all have different skin types. We also all have different lifestyles that we live that actually could be contributing to these breakouts of pimples. But one thing is for sure, that inflammation is a given if you're having pimples. And it's important that we're going to talk about the foods, yes, that you might want to eat and other general practices down on the Facebook page, so head down there. But it is important that you also create a self-care routine, a skincare routine that will actually tend to your skin. First of all, find out what works for you by doing patch tests. Whatever you use, say it is shea butter or ghee, please do a patch test by putting a little bit of it on some other part of your body and see if your skin reacts. If your skin reacts, then definitely you cannot be using that on your face. But if it doesn't, then you might want to, continue to use that. But create a routine, and create try and research about what are the other healthcare practices that you can do. Make sure that you are clean. Hygiene is very important for the skin. If you're not going to be clean, then you're definitely going to have breakouts. If you're not going to take care of this skin, make sure that you're hydrated, drink, make sure that you're eating the right foods for it, antioxidant foods and anti-inflammatory foods, just like the mango we've been talking about, then you might not have, the best skin ever. But you know what? Make sure you have a self-care routine or a skincare routine that you actually follow, and give it time, and you'll see that these pimples actually will get will be a thing of the past for you in due time. Now, we also have other social media platforms that you can actually connect with me on. Please head down there now, follow, subscribe, whatever it is. Just join the communities, because all we're doing here is health, health, health. Nutrition, nutrition, nutrition. So on Facebook, Amanda Tweba is a nutritionist. On YouTube, Amanda Tweba is a nutritionist. On Instagram, my handle is Food Witness, and my email is also amanda.chichoncho@gmail.com. If you're a WhatsApp person, then you can send your inquiries there. Actually, that's where I get most of the inquiries. The WhatsApp number is 0782-152610. Be a part of us, partake with us. That's why we're called The Your Take Show. Okay, so our second last question of the discussion room is coming in from Gerald. Gerald is asking, I got a dislocation on my ankle. What food should I eat to heal fast? There are definitely so many foods that you're going to play around with, because you're looking at, muscle repair at this point. You're also looking at bone repair at this point. And so there are so many foods that you can play around with, and we'll definitely state them down on the Facebook page. Just head down there and scan through, all the responses. You'll find your response there. But what are we learning? When we are dealing with, our ankle healing, then we're looking at both the bone and the muscle, being worked on or being treated or being, recovered. So that means we need protein. That means we're going to need a lot of vitamins and minerals as well, because the muscles and the bones depend a lot on vitamins and minerals, say calcium, say magnesium, say vitamin C, say vitamin K. So you definitely need to have a very huge quantity of vitamins. So you might want to explode with the fruits and vegetables. You might want to explode with very high quality protein, and all those will be written down on the Facebook page. So head down there and you'll find your answer. The last question is now coming in from someone called Dina, and they were asking, how can I make fruit salads? So if you were trying to make fruit salads, it seems like a simple question, but you know what, when we're making food, sometimes we just want it to come out the best that it can, especially if we are hosting guests, or we just want to create a menu that actually creates excitement and appetite in our families when it's time to eat. So if you're trying to make fruit salads, here's one thing that you can try. Have fruits that have different flavors. So mix sweet, with tangy, mix sweet with a little bit sour, mix sweet with a little bit, tasteless. Don't have too much flavors, too much of one flavor combined in the same salad, because it may end up being too much and actually overwhelming at the end of it. So you might want to say, if you're having the sweet which is coming from a mango, if you're having the sweet coming in from a mango, then you might want to add maybe a cucumber, you might want to add a kiwi, you might want to add some passion fruit in there, so that the different flavors can actually mix up and you'll have a really great tasting fruit salad. Definitely you have to look out for color as well. Definitely you have to look out for different sizes. Don't cut everything in one size. So yeah, basically that's how you can make a nice fruit salad. That ends our discussion room. Let me take you into our take of the week right about now. So the take of the week is coming in from Mr. Ernest Akandinda, and we were asking on the Facebook page, we do discuss a lot about nutrition and health there, so we were asking, what measures do you take to protect your back? And this is what Ernest was very generous to tell us. He says he uses yoga, he uses simple poses for flexibility and relaxation. So I find those, I don't think they'll be simple at the start. You may have to have some getting used to them, but I find like there are things that can also be incorporated into your schedule. Say flexibility, means stretches. Yoga is something that doesn't just work for your bones and your muscles, but it also works for your mind. So I think this is kind of like a wholesome routine, and you might want to find something that actually works for you in that kind of way. Something that's more comprehensive. It deals with the mind, it deals with the muscles, it deals with the bones. It also deals with, just how you're feeling on the inside and on the outside as well. So thank you, Akandinda, for those suggestions. We shall try them out. I especially want to try out yoga. I'm going to leave you now with a wellness quote until I see you next week. So the wellness quote says, your life only gets better when you do. So you want to have a good life, you want to have a better life, you want to be a better person, but you want to continue doing the same old things you've been doing, you want to continue having the same old routine you've been having. You might be lying to yourself if you're doing that. If you want to be better, then you're going to have to change something about your routine. You're going to have to change something about the practices that you have, so that you can actually be better. So your life will only get better if you actually do better for yourself as well. Remember that there is no shortcut to it. Put in the work, and just do something different every single day that adds to a better you, in the future. So that was it for our wellness quotes. Now it's time for me to say my bye-byes. You know what? I'm choosing this time to not be sad about it. I decide that, I'll see you next week, and that's something I'll look forward to. So until then, remember to keep it Magic One TV. Remember that we also always have this show airing on Sundays at 6 p.m. Also in the mornings on Mondays, you can catch the repeat at 10:45 a.m. Join those social media platforms. Let's create a family that actually discusses things that make sense, in a world of so many things that don't make sense. And yes, remember that wellness is an adventure. Until next time, bye-bye.